we take today's hot topics, weigh them against the Word of God, because God does have a view on all things, doesn't He? And today we're going to be talking a little bit about parenting and so the days of social media and how parents are trying to connect with their kids, yes, even through Facebook. And this one mom, you know, she's trying to connect with her teenager, and she's so excited her teenager's getting the first credit card, and she takes the nice, good picture of the credit card and posts it right out there on Facebook to impress all his little friends, only to find out that, yes, the friends really enjoyed her little credit card because they maxed it right out there. So is it a good thing for parents to try and connect with their kids on social media?
Well, I think a lot of parents are trying to do that nowadays, and sometimes it works, and sometimes it's an epic failure. I saw one thing where a mother sent her daughter a note, and she wasn't up on the curve, because you know it's its own lingo, the Facebook and Twitter and all that. They have their own lingo, and she said, "Your Aunt Martha died, LOL," and the daughter sends back and says, "Mother, nothing's funny about that." And she said, "What are you talking about?" She said, "LOL." She said, "Doesn't that mean lots of love?"
I thought that for a long, long time. I put it on everything. Put it on everything,
You've
Dawn.
got to
I did
know
that.
the lingo. That's very good. You do have to know the lingo. But you also, there draws a line. I mean, you need to draw a line between parenting and friendship. And a lot of the parents do want to go on, and they want to like, and it's embarrassing oftentimes to the kids. Now, the parents should monitor the social media. I think we probably all agree that there's got to be
I think it's a great way to spy on your kids.
Oh, yes.
Did your mom spy on you?
Oh, yes, she did. Like you
Mine
said,
did.
read your
Thank
diary,
goodness.
but I don't know that she did that. But now, you know, we can. We watch our kids' Instagram, we watch their Twitter, we watch their whatever it is that they're on, you know. And if I see something on there that's inappropriate, I ask them to take it off. And sometimes I use that, what do you call it, emoji?
Yeah, the emojis,
okay,
the little
big eyes, you know, I'm watching you, okay, you know, I'll put that on there.
My mom's on Facebook and she's spying on me.
Yeah. I'm spying on my grandkids. I mean, you know, it goes on and on and on.
But listen, I understand the LOL thing, but really?
Yeah.
The credit card thing? I mean, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah. Oh, I've seen it a couple times. I've actually seen people.
Proud of it.
I've seen people post their credit cards out of being proud on it, and I think it's, you know, it's a mistake.
I wonder how much of it
A costly mistake.
I do
Can
believe
be.
that there's a segment of people that are kind of spying on their kids, but how much of it is really the parents wanting to be cool and hip and kind of be in with because there are a lot of parents that are trying to be in with their kids' crowd
They're
and
trying
just
to be
be
their
one of
friend
them.
instead of their parents.
Right.
They're trying to connect. And there are other ways for you to connect with your kids. And I don't think it's, I don't think it's bad to be on there. I just don't think you should comment. I don't think you should like certain things. It depends on the age. It needs to be age appropriate. But you can be on there to curtail any bad information, but just don't embarrass them oftentimes. You
Do kids even keep diaries anymore?
I don't
I don't know.
That was the only way we had. If you find the diary, then you know what's going on.
They're
with
too
them.
busy texting. They're too busy iMessaging. You know, mine can do
yeah.
it so fast. They're doing it with their thumb. I'm thinking, wow, that's an
You
art.
can't even keep up with them on social media,
The same
can
thing.
you?
It's hard for us to even keep up with what they're doing on social media anyway. But
They have left Facebook. I mean, it's too many of us on Facebook now.
Yeah.
I think that generation,
That's true.
they're on Twitter and they're doing, there's all kind of
Instagram.
stuff now. Instagram, that's, you know.
They're
I
always
think
a step
Twitter is
ahead of
old
us.
now. Yeah, they're always,
We work with some young singles at our church, and they said Facebook is not the cool thing anymore.
Yeah.
It's just it's uncool for
It's
kids to be.
becoming the older people's thing now.
It's the mom thing.
They still do Twitter sometimes. One of my best friends actually tried to follow her daughter on Twitter, and I think her daughter's in her early 20s. She is, and her daughter, blocked her. Oh, no. And my friend had never been on Twitter before, and so she had just said, "Oh, I'll follow her," and then she blocked her. And my friend got a text message, I guess, from Twitter that said, "You have been blocked because you're stalking."
Oh, no. And they will send you those messages.
They absolutely will. And they said, if you do it again, you will no longer be allowed to be on Twitter.
That's what I read. It's
you.
mom stalking. The kids see it as mom stalking, not.
Mom stalking.
Yes, that's the way moms stalk.
They want a sense of privacy, and if it's age appropriate, if they're over 20, then yeah, you probably got to give them that.
That's being a parent, you know. And
It can be.
even now on Twitter, you know, you can mute people. You can mute them so you don't hear anything they're saying, and I don't know if they hear what you're saying, but you mute people. If you don't want to see their texts coming or their tweets coming through, you just mute them.
See, this is all new to me.
Oh, yeah.
This is all new.
We have
Yeah.
to monitor social media with our children because they are so exposed to so much. and we have to see what they're looking at because they can see anything now. I mean, anything,
You're right. You can't shelter
So what
them.
are some of the ways that you would set up some boundaries and guidelines? You've got quite a few children, and you could maybe give us some little tips and pointers. Mine are in their 20s now, and we didn't have social media back when I was raising them up. I'm kind of glad we didn't.
No, I just had to put recordings under their mattress so I could listen to their conversations, Record
Yeah,
them.
we had the computers, and we had to watch what was going on, on their computers and so forth. But it's a little different
Trackers
now.
on their cars.
Yeah, house
Yeah.
cleaning, I said in an earlier segment, we go on their social media and see what they're looking at, and we do it when they're not looking,
So there's programs. Are there not programs that you can download, safeguards or something like that?
Can you do that? Put filters in there? Filters so that
It's just
the
you
bad
need to
stuff
know.
can't come
Kids
through?
are so smart. They could do anything.
They know how to get around the filters.
And I watch who my kids are following.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to
That's
see
good.
because when I see stuff that's really, bad, even bent toward porn, drugs, that kind of thing, I'm like, what are you doing following this person?
We
I
ban-
go to school with them, so
that's
We
good.
banned our
Well,
daughter from chat rooms because she mailed she was mailing something. My husband put it in the post office for her, and he goes, "Who is this person in Florida?" She said, "Somebody I met on a chat room," and we were like, "No,
that's
no, no, no,
scary.
no, no."
That
She
is
said, "No, he's
scary.
15 and he lives in Florida." I said, "Oh, he may not be 15 living in Florida."
There are quite a few
So
predators
yeah, we
on
do
there.
have to
But
be
Dawn, that's
careful.
because he mailed the letter. What if she mailed it?
I know.
mean, that.
Luckily, she needed
Will
us
it
for the
have-
stamp.
God just intervened there to let him mail it.
But for you guys that have children still and they're on their social media, do they want you to connect with them on their social media? Because some kids may.
I don't think so.
Well, I ask my kids, is it okay for me to post this picture of you? Is it
Yeah.
okay for me to make this I ask, how do you feel about this? I want to communicate with them, not to get their permission, but just to make sure that it's not something that's embarrassing to them
Right.
or, putting them in a vulnerable place.
I put
So
things on their page,
Do you?
I'll share pictures.
Do you talk to them about it?
I don't like everything I share,
That's a good thing.
but, it's like,
Well, they know mom's on there.
They know mom's
mom's watching.
You're
Right.
seeing
So I put my
it.
picture
So
on
that
there so they can
slows
see
down
me
the
and be reminded mom's always looking.
Yeah. My kids are older, and so my kids are older, so it's a joy for me to be able to see some of the things they're doing, and they don't have a problem.
It's a joy they're older and you're not having to deal with this stuff.
Maybe that's true.
I'm telling you.
Might be a good point.
When I grew up, it was a big deal to have a phone in your room.
Right.
And my grandmother actually had a party line. You'd get on the phone.
I
and
love
they'd be-
the party
Oh,
lines,
yeah.
Grandmama. I love those party
Exactly.
lines.
So think
That's
about
how we
how-
entertained ourselves.
Things have definitely changed, but I think there are some things that parents are trying to do to connect with their kids, and that's not necessarily the best place to connect.
Yeah.
There's a difference in connecting and filtering, and we'll be right back. Take this up when we come back.